Welcome back to a Clan a Day podcast brought to you by bagtownclans.com. I'm your host, Colin MacDonald, and today we're diving into the fascinating history of Clan Kennedy, a family that rose from the rugged shores of Ayrshire to become one of Scotland's most storied clans. Their legacy is steeped in power, ambition, and a touch of the dramatic, leaving an indelible mark on Scotland's history. The story of Clan Kennedy begins in the southwest of Scotland, in the district of Carrick in Ayrshire. The Kennedys are thought to descend from the Celtic Lords of Galloway and may take their name from the Gaelic Seanaidag, meaning ugly or grim-headed. However, the clan's recorded history emerges in the 13th century with Roland de Carrick, whose descendants adopted the Kennedy name and established themselves as prominent figures in the region. Sir John Kennedy of Dunure is a key figure in the clan's early history. He married Mary de Carrick, heiress to the Earls of Carrick, a union that firmly entrenched the Kennedys as one of the leading families of Ayrshire. By the 15th century, the family's influence had grown significantly, bolstered by another strategic marriage. James Kennedy, a descendant of Sir John, wed Princess Mary, the daughter of King Robert III. This royal connection elevated the Kennedys' standing in Scotland and produced two remarkable sons. One was created Lord Kennedy, while the other, also named James, became a leading figure in the church, serving as Bishop of St Andrews and an advisor to King James II. James Kennedy's contributions to Scotland extended beyond his ecclesiastical duties. As a co-founder of St Andrews University, he championed education and reform. After the accidental death of King James II, Bishop Kennedy became a regent for the young James III, earning widespread respect for his wisdom and leadership. He left a lasting legacy as one of Scotland's most revered churchmen. The Kennedy family's ascent continued with the creation of the Earldom of Cassilis in 1509, a title granted to Sir David Kennedy, the third Lord Kennedy. Tragically, the first Earl of Cassilis fell at the Battle of Flodden in 1513, along with much of the Scottish nobility. This was just the beginning of a series of dramatic events that would define the lives of the Cassilis Earls. The second Earl was murdered in 1527, while the third Earl died under mysterious circumstances upon his return from the wedding of Mary, Queen of Scots, to the Dauphin of France. Perhaps the most infamous member of the clan was Gilbert Kennedy, the fourth Earl of Cassilis. Known for his ruthless ambition, he orchestrated one of the most shocking episodes in Kennedy history, the roasting of the Abbot of Crossraguel. This brutal act was meant to force the abbot to sign over abbey lands, illustrating the lengths to which the Kennedys would go to secure their power and influence. The Kennedys' history is also coloured by tales of romance and tragedy. One of the most enduring legends involves the sixth Earl of Cassilis and his wife's doomed elopement with Johnny Fa'a, the so-called Gypsy King. According to the story, the Earl captured the lovers, hanged Johnny Fa, and imprisoned his wife for the rest of her life. This tale, whether fact or fiction, adds a touch of Shakespearean drama to the Kennedy legacy. After the eighth Earl of Cassilis died without heirs, the Kennedy line shifted to the Kennedys of Culzean, descendants of the third Earl's younger son. Culzean Castle, a stunning Georgian masterpiece perched on the Ayrshire cliffs, became the family seat. Designed by the renowned architect Robert Adam, the castle stands as a testament to the Kennedys' enduring legacy. It is now a property of the National Trust for Scotland and remains one of the country's most iconic landmarks. The Kennedy legacy extended beyond Scotland's borders. Archibald Kennedy, the 11th Earl of Cassilis, emigrated to America in the 18th century and became a prominent figure in New York before returning to Scotland. His son was later created Marquess of Ayrshire in 1806, a title that cemented the Kennedys' status among the Scottish nobility. Clan Kennedy also made significant contributions to Scottish culture. Walter Kennedy, a poet of the 16th century, is remembered for his literary duel with William Dunbar, a celebrated event in the Scottish Renaissance. The clan's intellectual legacy continued into the 20th century with Ludovic Kennedy, a historian and advocate for justice, who carried the Kennedy name into modern prominence. Today, the Kennedy story is celebrated and preserved by the Clan Kennedy Society. Their motto, Avise la fin, consider the end, reflects the wisdom and foresight that have guided their history. The current chief, David Kennedy, the ninth Marquess of Ayrshire, upholds the traditions of this illustrious family. From the windswept coasts of Ayrshire to the grandeur of Culzean Castle, Clan Kennedy's legacy is one of resilience, ambition, and an enduring connection to Scotland's past. Their story, filled with triumphs and tragedies, continues to inspire fascination and respect. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of Clan Kennedy. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we explore the tale of another remarkable Scottish clan. I'm Colin MacDonald, and as always, Avisa la fin, Slaint Mahath.